If you're in Europe, good middle of the night. Hi, I'm Stephen Sashen, CEO and co-founder of Xero Shoes, and this is a live event where we're chatting about a very unusual situation. We're having a special sale where you can save 40% on some of our best-selling shoes. I'll tell you which they are in a second. You can also register to win one of five $100 xeroshoes.com gift certificates. The way you find out more about this, get all the details, is you go to the URL that's in that little thing right there on the screen, which is xeroshoes.com/special-sale. This sale is running from now through July 25th. I don't know why I almost said January because my brain is mush. And we don't typically do this. The reason we're doing it is because we're bringing in a bunch of new exciting products for the fall, and we needed to make some room for all of those products. So the products that we have on sale, let me give you the world's fastest tour. These are not all of the colors of the products, but they're all the products. Our HFS, our really crazy lightweight Roadrunner, our Excursion Fusion, which is our fully waterproof technical hiking boot, and the Ashland, which is our super cozy, super comfy, I don't know what you want to call this, hemp canvas boot with a faux shearling lining. Just as an FYI, all the products that I just showed you, 100% vegan friendly. So since this is a live event, just to let you know, if you type in a comment below, wherever below is for you, I will see it right over there on my screen. And when I see it, I will respond, not necessarily immediately, but super, super fast. And I'm not going to stay on here too long. I really just want to give you the information about what we're doing, why we're doing it, and how you can take advantage of this really unusual opportunity to save 40% on some of our favorite products. So to that end, let me give you a little bit more info. Maybe you don't know what Xero Shoes are all about, so let me tell you that, and then we can dive in a little more. Xero Shoes are all about letting your body do what's natural. Why would you want to do that? Well, because it's better for you, frankly. And let me start with this simple thing. Did you know that a quarter of the bones and joints of your entire body are in your feet and ankles? Joints are made to make things move. And if you don't let them move, those things in your feet, that's all about balance, agility, and mobility. Don't let them do that. And all that function tries unsuccessfully to move into your ankle, your knee, your hip, and your back, which can be problematic. Similarly, you have more nerve endings in the soles of your feet than anywhere but your fingertips and your lips. That's to tell your brain what your feet are feeling, so your brain knows how to move your body efficiently, effectively, and enjoyably, starting by moving those bones and joints. And so we make shoes that are designed to let your feet do their job so the rest of your body can do its job. And we do this with some really screamingly obvious design ideas. First of all, a wider foot-shaped toe box. Here's a traditional running shoe. If that's the shape of your foot, guess what? It's not supposed to be. You don't do push-ups like this or like this. You do push-ups like this. You want your toes to be able to function. That's what our wider foot-shaped toe box lets you do. Low to the ground for balance and agility. We don't elevate your heel because that messes with your posture, or have this thing called toe spring because that puts strain on the tendons in your foot. This is a super, super flexible shoe. You might look at this and think, hey, that's great for travel. And it is. But of course, that's actually better for travel. But suffice it to say, really flexible to let those bones and joints move the way they need to. The sole is designed to give you traction and protection, but also that ground feeling that your brain is looking for to help your body move efficiently, effectively, and enjoyably. And it's backed with our 5,000-mile sole warranty. If you want to have more or less barefoot feeling, you can do that. You can remove the included 2 to 3 millimeter, depending on the shoe, sock liner, aka insole. That'll give you more barefoot feeling, or keep it in if you want a little more protection. Up to you. And last but not least, our shoes are so light that we've had people at the end of the day say they forgot to take them off when they came home. In fact, we've had people say they forgot to take them off before they got into bed because they couldn't tell they were wearing them. So we have, casual and performance boot, shoes, and sandals for pretty much everything you could think of. But what we're talking about now are 3 products that are on sale, 40% off between now and July 25th. For our special warehouse clearance kind of sale on these products. The HFS, again, our Roadrunner, the Excursion Fusion, the fully waterproof hiking boot, and the Ashland, our casual boot. Now, you may notice, if you're familiar with our brand, these shoes that I showed are the women's versions of these shoes. But that doesn't mean if you're a guy, these aren't right for you for a couple of reasons. One, if you're a man in a size, I think, let's see, 10 and a half, or smaller, especially if you think you have narrower feet, we have tens of thousands of men who are wearing our women's shoes because they like the color and they fit their feet. Or if you have a woman in your life who you think would benefit from having one of these, I would love if you would take advantage of this incredible opportunity to get those for her. Or if there's a woman that you would like to have in your life, here's something you can get for her as well. Jennifer says, best shoes ever. I'm not going to argue, Jennifer, but thank you so much for sharing that. So what else can I say about these? Oh, first things first, do not wait till the end of the sale to make a decision about what you want to get. Even though this is a quote warehouse clearance sale, we are going to run out of some styles, or actually some colors, some sizes, and possibly even some styles between now and that time. So if you see something you like, definitely make a move. Similarly, if you register to win that $100 Xero Shoes, or one of those $500 XeroShoes.com gift certificates, don't wait to see if you won before you pick up one of these products that you would like, because we announce the winners of the sweepstakes after the sale ends. But that's okay, because if you bought something and then you win, we can apply your winnings to that order. Or of course, you can use that $100 to buy something for somebody that you love, including yourself. You can buy another pair for you. Gabby says, great sale. I got a pair of HFS for a great price. That's what this is all about. And by the way, I'm broadcasting this both for our Xero Shoes Facebook page and our Xero Shoes EU Facebook page, because for those of you who are in the European Union, it may be that these prices end up being, including shipping and VAT, could be better for you. So something to look into. What else can I say? Oh, the way you sign up to register to win one of those $500 XeroShoes.com gift certificates, simple. Go to xeroshoes.com/special-sale, and you'll see our sweepstakes app either on the right of the page or the bottom of the page, depending on what kind of device you're using. There's different actions that you can take, some that you can do every day. Different actions have different number of entries that you get. The more actions, the more entries, the better your chances of winning. So do with that what you will. Gabby is asking a question that has nothing to do with the sale, which is, when are the Kelso going to be back in stock? We just heard that we should be getting a couple in the next week. We're hoping, or not a couple, we should be getting a bunch in within the next week or so. So be on the lookout for that announcement. That's the Kelso right there. That's one color of the Kelso. So one of our best-selling shoes, ran out of it almost instantly. So more of that are coming back. What else can I tell you about the sale? Not a whole lot. Again, for those of you who are familiar with our brand, the only time we offer any sort of discounts is when we're launching something to get the ball rolling and get shoes on people's feet, or at the end of the year if we have stuff that we need to clear out for the beginning of next year. So this is an unusual opportunity, because I know you heard about supply chain issues. That's factoring into why we had to do this. So we're still going to we're not discontinuing any of these products. We just have to reduce the inventory as much as we can so that we can bring in new stuff for the fall. So I don't want to keep you longer. I've already given you the information. Go to xeroshoes.com/special-sale. You'll find it all there too. And it's about how you can get our HFS Roadrunner, our Excursion Fusion Trail Hiker, or our Ashland Casual Shoe. Again, they're all 100% vegan, the ones that I showed you, and how you can register to win one of those gift certificates. So I'm going to kind of do a going once, going twice thing. If you have any questions, toss them in there really quickly and I'll answer those. And then we can let you go on for the rest of your evening, because I don't know what things you're binging on TV, but my wife and I have a handful, and I got to get home. And actually, I've got to pick up the dog at doggy daycare, get home, make some dinner, and then plant herself in front of the television. Gabby says, have I seen Anya's latest article about foot width? I have, and I'm going to say, well, anyway, yes, I have. And Anya and I are having a little meeting with our product team to talk about width. Width on shoes is a very, very odd thing. There's a meme going around that if you pull the insole out of a shoe and step on it, that's going to show you how the shoe is going to fit. Except that's not true for two reasons. One, that's a two-dimensional thing, and your foot and the shoe are three-dimensional. And the other is, of course, anything that fits on the inside of a shoe is by definition narrower than the shoe. So a couple other questions came in. Let's see. Maria says, bringing the Lena back. Not on our to-do list, but what you can do is go to xeroshoes.com/feedback and leave that as a suggestion, and we'll see what we can do. That's how our development team knows what to do next. But we do have a bunch of other casual shoes for men and women coming out that I think that you might like just as much, if not more. Does the Ashland run large? Deborah says, I don't know, because that's one of the bits of information I don't store in my brain, because you can find it when you go to the page about the Ashland. It'll give you some sizing recommendations, and it's a recommendation because I could take three people with identical feet, put them in the same shoe, and they'll have three opinions about whether it fits. But our sizing recommendation has come from feedback from thousands and thousands, sometimes many tens of thousands of customers. More importantly, if the sizing is off, we can do an exchange. If we get that information, and domestically, it's a free exchange, but we need to get that information back from you as quickly as possible. Another reason to place an order sooner rather than waiting till the end of the sale. So that way, if we get something and you need to exchange for size, better chance that we'll actually still have some of that in stock. And Gabby, what shows are you and Lena watching? This is going to sound really crazy, but I literally can barely remember because I don't remember titles. And Lena's in charge of the remote when we go home. So she controls it and I just go along for the ride. One that I can tell you, The Old Man, which we are loving, and we can't binge it because it's only coming out weekly. And then Loot with Maya Rudolph, which is, it's not great, but Maya's so great. We watch that. And then, oh man, there's some things on Sunday night. I can't remember what they are. And I watch something that Lena doesn't watch, which is America's Got Talent. I fast forward for her and show her just the cool bits. Is it easier to order two sizes and return one? Actually, I think it may be, and we can do that as if it's an exchange. The thing with when you're testing something for sizing, get them home, wear them in the house, so that if we do have to send them back, we don't need to throw them away, which is a waste, and check. But you might want to call our customer happiness team. Their info here, I'll put this info in here. I'm going to put it in the chat. Our customer happiness team. You might want to double check with them, because I'm pretty confident that this is for you, Jennifer. I'm pretty confident that you can do that, but I'm not sure what they're up to lately, because they don't let me get involved in customer service level things, because I always screw it up. So let's see, Ingo, with the HFS size the same as the Prio. Again, check what it says on the Prio for sizing advice, check what it says on the HFS for sizing advice, and that will tell you, or give a call to our customer happiness team, and they will happily get you that information as well. I think I kind of got to the end of that. And thank you, Jennifer. I really appreciate hearing that you love all your Xero shoes. I love all of our Xero shoes too. People ask me what's my favorite, and I say, it's the one that I grabbed this morning and put on my feet when I'm not, hold on, doing that, which I do a lot. So there's that. In fact, I'll tell you this story for the fun of it. I spend a lot of time barefoot, including in stores where they say you're not supposed to be. But I was in Costco the other day, in line at the pharmacy. And this is a time when I was wearing two mismatched color shoes. So for example, this is what I grabbed when I walked out the door this morning. I grabbed these two HFS. And so in fact, I was wearing probably these when I was in Costco in line at the pharmacy, and the guy behind me says, "Hey, your shoes don't match." And the pharmacist, without missing a beat or looking up from the cash register, went, "He's wearing shoes?" So we make these to give you that same feeling that you get when you're barefoot, that same natural feeling, which is all about strength, agility, mobility, balance, all those things that you really get when you're using your feet the way they're meant to be used, instead of putting them something stiff, squeezing your toes, elevating your heel and messing with your posture, etc. Jennifer says barefoot is best. We agree. And Xero shoes are when barefoot is not necessarily appropriate or always best. Some situations you need a little something. Okay, so that's all we have to do for right now. I just want to thank you for joining me on this. Quick reminder again, just go to xeroshoes.com/special-sale. You'll find all the details on the products that are on sale between now and the 25th of July. You'll find out how you can register to win one of those $500 xeroshoes.com gift certificates. And most importantly, other than please take advantage of this rare opportunity, we can't wait to hear what happens when you grab a pair of Xero shoes, slip them on your feet, and go out and have fun and live life feet first.